What is going on, guys, and welcome back to Terry's Theories. This is Terry. Alright, so I want to switch gears a little bit. I want to talk about Mars. Now, we've all are very interested in Mars. And what I want to talk about is something that Scott C. Waring ran across. Now, this is the Mullen Space Science Systems. We're going to be looking at the southeast floor of the West CANDOR chasm, And now this is MOC narrow angle image. And now this is the number, AB1-08405. And this is what we're going to be looking at. Okay, I'm going to click on this. Okay, here's the same picture. It's the full picture. And like I said, we're down here. And you can see it coming into view right there. It just stands out. Once you spot it, it just stands out. I mean, that looks intelligently made. Compared to everything around here, that looks intelligent. I mean, it just stands out. Everything else on this strip, once you see that, you just know that it's there. What do you see? Let's get a little closer. What do you see right there? Now, mind you, this is a aerial view from space or in orbit of Mars. Right there. I'll tell you what I see. I see 90-degree angles. I see what appears to be a perfect circle. Now, the diameter of the circle is probably miles. It is a very large opening, and there are two. And there's a possible dome right there. What do you believe that this could be? What are your guesses? I mean, all we have is guesses, and all I'm doing is storytelling because I can just go by what I visualize. And what I see is a platform, a large platform. Could it be some kind of aqueduct? Could this be a waterfall? Maybe could this be a dry lake bed? And could this be some type of water, something to transfer water in different areas of the planet? I'm just guessing. Or could it be a launch bay? Or could it just be a big hole in the ground with no meaning at all? It could be all of those things. Or it could be one of those things. Now, let me get to a picture where I've enhanced the contrast. Okay. We're going to tweak the contrast a little bit. So we're going to raise the contrast up. And that darkens in the shadows. And it allows me to pull out a little more detail. And we can tweak with the exposure a little bit. Now, it appears to me that these are overlaying. And we can even see a shadow right there. So the sun's coming from this angle, and it's casting a shadow. Now, it appears to be hollow underneath here, and there's some kind of support right there. That could possibly help holding this structure up. Or this could just all be a wash. It could be a natural formation on Mars' surface. I mean, I find that hard to believe with the 90-degree angles, and it just looks like it was intelligently built. So that's kind of hard for me to grasp, but I could be wrong on that. But you decide. You tell me what you think. All right, I got one more thing to show you on Mars. This is truly cool. Check this out. All right, guys. Now this is something else I want to show you. Now this was brought to us by Neville Thompson. And I want to show it to you guys. Now this is a really cool find. This is a Gigapan image. Alright, so this Gigapan is called Atlantis Chassis. And it shows what appears to be something truly amazing. What does this look like to you? If you were to see this, and you didn't know that this was Mars, and you knew this was on planet Earth, and I was showing this to you, where would you say you were looking at on planet Earth? Well, to me, for some reason, it reminds me of Egypt. Now, we have what look like to be pyramids, in my opinion. And of course, the elephant in the room is this dome-like structure. Now, this is a close-up of this picture right here. This appears to be city streets. I mean, of course, not a city in the terms that we believe in, or that we know of, excuse me. But this seems to be an infrastructure of a civilization. Could this be a long-lost city? You know, that's why Neville Thompson called this Atlantis. Could this be a long-lost city? An ancient civilization, long forgotten, on the red planet, millions of years ago, or thousands of years ago, however it may be. Because we don't really get forthcoming information. We have to dig for our proof and our information with anything to do with Mars other than what's in the dust or in the dirt or stuff of that nature. There have been plenty of photographs taken of Mars by the rovers that just scream civilization, or just screams that, you know, Mars was once inhabited, which I firmly believe that it was. I know there's a lot of naysayers out there, and it could be. And I'm not trying to spread disinformation or misinformation. I just want you to use your head, use your mind. I mean, the proof is there. Or, you know, I could be totally wrong, and it's just pareidolia. It's all pareidolia. All right, I want to show you another picture of this that I've tweaked a little bit to bring out a little bit more detail. All right, bear with me, guys. All right, so this is the same image. And what I've done is I've come to the editing portion of it, and I have tweaked the contrast on it. You know, I can bring out a little bit more detail. Now look at all these straight lines. Tell me that does not scream civilization. Pathways, roads. Look at how they intersect each other. One dropping in the middle, you know, right there, coming in the middle. And all these 90-degree angles. Hundreds of them. Hundreds of 90-degree angles. Path widens. Looks like we have some kind of structure right there. It looks like we have 1, 2, 3 edges. It's kind of like in a star pattern, maybe, you know. But, you know, again, pareidolia. I'm just stating what I see. And right there, does that not look like a tower? Looks like we've got roads or pathways right here, and we've got some kind of structure coming straight up. Right here, does that not look like some type of structure? Could these be ancient ruins? You know, there's no way for us to really know until we go there. Or have we already been there? I don't know. I've got some close-ups. Check these out. Tell me what you guys think. Leave me a comment. And as always, like and subscribe. This is Terry's Theories. Terry out.